It can be exhausting living in Canada and interacting with Canadians. Hello you guys, and welcome to the Life in Germany channel. Today I'm doing things a little bit different. I'm going on a walk with my daughter, reminiscing on the streets of Düsseldorf, Germany. Anyway, I'm testing out a new gimbal camera because I actually purchased this specifically to bring you guys with us on our trip to Canada. And I just wanted to go on a trip down memory lane this morning and talk about the things I'm gonna miss. I'm just like roaming around here with my daughter and thinking about all the things that I'm looking forward to in Canada, but also there's a ton of things that I'm not looking forward to and also that I'm gonna really miss here in Germany. Can you even see behind me right now? This is Schloss Micken. I know you probably can't see it. I'll do a close-up so you guys can see it a bit better. But it's things like this that I'm really gonna miss. Look at the road. Like, we don't have this in Canada. I just love being able to go out my door and enjoy the historical cities here in Germany. There's so much beautiful history here to explore. In Canada, it's different. In Canada, you've got like massive streets that fit our massive cars, massive sidewalks where we don't even typically take a bike, at least not in the suburbs of all of the major cities. Life is just different in Canada. Goodbye, cobblestone streets. I'll miss you. All right, I'm just gonna flat out say it. Canadian bread sucks. It really does. Like, you can go to a bakery if you want. They're few and far between, but they're not that good. Like, everything's soft, and here you get like crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, and it's so delicious. But the one thing that I'm gonna miss the most about my mornings here in Germany is that I can just walk to the bakery early in the morning and get yourself some fresh Brötchen. Let's head on in. Guten Appetit. I'm gonna miss not being able to just hop on my bike whenever I want and go absolutely anywhere my heart desires. Hey! We go grocery shopping with this. We go to our Krabbelgruppe. We go to karate. We do everything on our bike. And in Canada, the distances are just too far away that it's not possible. And you know, the strangest thing for me, which I never thought in my life that I would ever say, is that I'm really gonna miss speaking German. I kind of like it. Like, some days I actually have a tough time switching back to English, and I speak this like really komisch Denglish because I don't know how to like get back into one language or the other. But it's not just that. I'm gonna get a little deep with you now. It's because I've been here for 9 years now, and it really was a struggle making friends here. I know I've talked about it in a video before, but I finally feel that I've reached a point in my life here where I can actually make friends here in Germany, German friends who speak German, and I'm finally at a point where I've learned enough of the language to actually be able to interact and make jokes. And I don't know, like, in the past few weeks I just feel like I've reached a really different stage of my life here in Germany. Like, I'm actually 100% settled here. Like, a lot of the time as foreign speakers to the German language, we feel sometimes like we can't express ourselves, and granted, I do still have this issue, but for once in my life I finally feel like I'm making the same jokes that I made in English and they make sense. And I don't know, I'm really gonna miss it. That one's an emotional one for me because I feel like I've just gotten to this point and now I'm leaving it, and like, it's 3 months and I'm just scared that I'm not gonna be able to be the same German me as I am today. And of course, now is a great time to introduce our sponsor of this video. They are one of our long-term sponsors, and that is Lingoda. If you haven't checked out Lingoda before, this is where I am currently learning the German language, but it is an online language school. You can pick your schedule really whenever you want. They're offering classes 24/7, so even on your time zone, and they run via Zoom call. So it's an hour-long class. You can have homework if you want. You get to meet some really cool people, and the teachers are all native speaking. But what I want to share with you guys today is some information about their upcoming Lingoda language sprint. Just a quick concept explanation for you. It is a 2 2-month learning challenge where you actually take lessons intensively. You can always choose between the sprint or the super sprint. The sprint is actually 15 classes per month for 2 months. The super sprint is 30 classes per month for 2 months. And the most exciting part of this challenge is that if you go for the sprint, you're going to get 50% of your cash back that you paid for the program. Or if you do want all of that cash back, then you can take the super sprint. To date, I have tested and trialed so many different language learning platforms, and I have to say that Lingoda definitely has the best and the smartest way to really push you into action to actually learn and speak the language. If you're serious about learning the language though, guys, I would definitely recommend go for the super sprint. Like, take some time off and do it. Classes are 1 hour long. Although the cashback is really, really nice, it's not entirely about the cashback. It's just a really good push to get you to actually learn the language so that you can actually communicate and not just live here in Germany, but be a part of society here in Germany, you know? So if you are ready to actually join one of their challenges and test it out for yourself, there is a registration fee. It is 49 euros, but I will give you a code down below that you can actually take 20 euros off that registration fee and finally get learning. You know what else I'm going to also really, really miss is being able to be just me. And I know that sounds strange because I always used to say, as a Canadian, I feel like I can't be myself here because people say, you know, why are you smiling too much? It's kind of creepy, Jenna. Or like, stop laughing so much. Or you don't say thank you to the bus driver. You know, like little things that made me feel like I had to be someone else. But I feel like I've reached a certain point in my life here in Germany where I can be just me. And I don't care if people think I'm weird that I'm smiling creepily at you as I pass the street. What's made me feel like even more me is the fact that I don't have to overcompensate. Like, nobody's gonna judge me if I'm having a bad day here, you know. In Canada, we kind of sugarcoat everything, and even if we are having a bad day, we just pretend everything's perfect. In Germany, the nice things that you do for people doesn't come with an attachment, like doesn't come with an expectation. Also, like I mentioned, I am a very, very smiley person. I love to smile at people, but some days I just don't want to. And here in Germany, that's okay, you know. You don't have to smile, you don't have to overcompensate, you don't have to overthank someone just because they've done something nice for you. It can be exhausting living in Canada and interacting with Canadians. You know what else I'm really, really gonna miss is the German summer. But it's not just the season, it's like the way that Germans are during the summer season. Sometimes I know people love to say like Germans are uptight and they don't like making friends and interacting with each other, but in the summer, I have to say it's different. Like, you go to bigger events and you go to restaurants, and the patios, like, they don't always have individual tables like they do in Canada. No, they have like massive beer benches where people are sharing tables and laughing and talking with each other and cheersing over beer. And I don't know, it's just something about the way that Germans open up in the summer, and they become so friendly and so happy, and you get to know and you get to learn like a whole new side of the German culture and what Germans are like, and personally my favorite side of a German. So here in Germany, my husband and I share a car. I don't feel like we need a second car. Public transit in Germany is amazing, but that ease especially in the summertime, for example, of just being able to hop on a bus and get anywhere you want in the city relatively quickly, or just hop on a train and be able to go to a neighboring city or even something a bit further away. You know, you've got the Flix train that goes from Düsseldorf directly to Hamburg. And this doesn't happen in Canada. Like, no matter where you want to go, you're going to be driving. I used to take the bus from my mom's house to Walmart. It was like 4 kilometers away. Taking the bus to Walmart was about a 45-minute trip and a whole lot of walking, because you also don't forget about the parking spaces at the shopping centers, which are huge. Like, they take you 5 minutes alone just to walk across the parking space. But just feeling this sense of freedom and being able to go wherever you want and do whatever you want. And the transit here is just a lot more affordable too, so you can't just be like, I want to go to the other side of Canada. You know, benefits of living in a smaller country, don't forget it. Well, that's all for us today. Say vielen, vielen lieben Dank, und wie immer, bis später. I'm bringing you guys with me to Canada. I'm really excited. I hope you like this device that I'm filming on, because this is what's coming with us to Canada. Vielen, vielen lieben Dank, und wie immer, bis später.